So, no drama today, just a bit of a chilled out walk around Chesterfield, bit of a tour of Chesterfield, my hometown, show you a bit about what it's about, for all those international people out there that may want to watch my videos at some point. No drama or anything today, just doing a bit of street photography, walking around, filming, and just, reinforcing my right to film in public. So I just want to highlight this because this is quite important. This building has been laid abandoned for years, and there was talk of it becoming a shelter for homeless people to get them off the streets of Chesterfield, somewhere they could go for the night and not harass people and get a warm meal and stuff like that. But in Chesterfield Borough Council's infinite wisdom, they've decided to knock it down. And I don't know what it's going to become. I don't know if it's going to be a car park or something like that. But what a wasted opportunity. This could have been quite easily converted into lots of little rooms where homeless people could come in Chesterfield and get out of the elements and, relax and that sort of thing. But what a waste. It's been here for years, at Chesterfield Hotel. Absolutely years. But again, this is just another mistake that a Labour council is making. A missed opportunity to get people off the streets. It's just a shame. It could have been used for so much good, but obviously it wasn't to be. And they want another car park because, what does every town need? Another car park. Interestingly enough, that little grey box there, that concrete bunker, is actually an air shaft to an old railway tunnel that goes all the way along the bypass on that side, under there, all the way along the bypass down there, and it ends in a tunnel right at the end. And we'll go and take a look at that in a bit. So we're going to take a look at that concrete bunker. This is actually it from this side of the road. As you can see, go around here. Looks like people have been camping around here. But this is actually the air shaft to what's beneath down there. And underneath my feet, way down there, is a railway tunnel from the old Chesterfield line. It's pretty amazing that it's still here, actually, that it's not been filled in or anything. But this is the concrete bunker for it. So that down there is the entrance to the old railway tunnel that I was talking about before, where the air vent at the back end gives it air. And if you want to see what's down there, you can go and check out on YouTube. And there's quite a few people have actually explored it and gone down there. It's usually flooded because it's quite a way below the water table. So yeah, I wouldn't advise going in there if I was you. It's quite dangerous. It's quite thick mud, as people have found out in the past. So this is Chesterfield Museum. There's all kinds of artifacts in there from Chesterfield's Roman era, like swords and stuff. And interestingly enough, where the church is there, that's the Crooked Spire. Obviously that's a famous church. That's where the Roman fort was located. And Chesterfield, what its name means is Chesterfield, which means fort in a field. This is interesting. And this is around a college. I'll show you in a minute. This is Chesterfield College, but it's interesting. System change, not climate change. One of the biggest scams ever conceived by humanity, that we can change the climate of a planet. It's just a scam. It's an absolute scam. Just like the beer virus, it's a scam. And it's always the same people pushing this type of crap. Socialist worker. So let's talk about the socialists, shall we? The socialists. Socialism, which leads to communism. Communism, one of the worst ideologies that mankind, humanity, has ever invented. People like to focus on the fact that Hitler killed 6 million people, which was horrific in itself, and Hitler was an evil man compared to what socialism and communism have done to the world. 90 million dead. 90 million dead through socialism and communism. And this is one of their main, this is like, an indoctrination centre. Chesterfield College, where young impressionable minds go in and come out conformist drones. A lot of our institutions and our education systems now have far left ideology, and they don't teach young people how to think. They teach them what to think. They don't teach them critical thinking anymore. They don't teach them how to research and how to reason out information that they're being taught. They're told what to think. And if they don't think a certain way, they're shamed for not thinking that way. And that's the big issue that we have with our education system right now. I'm going off on a bit of a rant, but you know, you're starting to get a bit of my politics coming through now as well. I don't like socialism. I don't like communists and that sort of thing. I don't like far left ideology at all. All this woke bullshit, identity politics, it only seeks to divide society, not bring it together. So this is the Royal Oak pub, and this is one of the oldest pubs in England. It used to be like a coach house, and it's pretty impressive. Look at it. This is where the Knights Templar used to come. Knights Templar of the Holy Crusade used to meet. This little pub here, a little bit of history. Quite a big police presence today in town. Quite strange for Chesterfield. You alright, mate?
Hey, okay, mate.
You alright? Friendly fellows. As you can see, police are doing some kind of safe neighbourhoods type promotion, because obviously Chesterfield's got a really high burglary crime rate. It's insane. You know, looking at that little chart that we saw on the map that I showed, it's crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe instead of like promoting in town, just be walking the beat. This is one of the things I don't get, right? Because they're promoting safer neighbourhoods and they're telling us how to keep neighbourhoods safe. But surely, if they were patrolling our neighbourhoods, they would be safe, because there would be a visual deterrent and there'd be less crime, because people wouldn't feel safe in doing the crime in the first place. So I really don't like this type of use of our taxpayer money, doing this sort of thing in the town centre, because nobody really gives a shit. What we really want to see on the streets is police doing their jobs, not policing Twitter or social media or picking on people for mean tweets. Actually going out there and stopping burglaries and murders and drug dealers and that sort of thing. I think that's what people want from their taxpayer money. So this is the old magistrates court, and this is where I had the issue the other day with the wannabe gangster. He didn't like being filmed, so this is where he was hanging around. And this is where they all used to hang around, the homeless people in this area. And the thing is, it's a shame, because it's a really nice area. It's a nice place for families to come and have a little bit of a picnic and stuff. But most people stay away, because this is where most of the homeless people hang out, the drug addicts, and basically the undesirables. When they get moved out of the town centre, they don't go too far. They just come here and just make it uncomfortable for people to come around here and, you know, do things they want to do, which is it's shit, really, isn't it? So basically, the old courthouse is going to become luxury apartments by the looks of things, by the looks of that. Knightbridge Court, brand new, great investment, stylish bathroom, modern kitchen, balconies. This is the way it's all going now, and it's a shame, really, isn't it? It's just a shame. It's a nice looking building though. So I'm going to go through this hedge, because this is where a lot of the homeless actually hang out. So I'm going to go through here and have a look around. I end up in this top corner around here where they all hang about. This is where the guy was yesterday, well, the other day when I did the video. They'll come up here, they'll steal things, and this is where they'll come and detag all the security stuff that they've taken from the shops and stuff. That doesn't look good, does it? I don't know what that is. So again, this is the Chesterfield Town Hall building. It's quite impressive, isn't it? You know, I think it's one of the most impressive town halls in whole Derbyshire, really. There's the crooked spire in the distance over there, look. See, it's a major landmark for Chesterfield and the surrounding hills is a crooked spire. It's a very good vantage point and a landmark that if you're lost out there in the hills on over there, if you're lost out there on the hills, you can spot the spire, head towards that, and you know you're heading towards civilization. Nice little Tudor style building here in Queen's Park. It's a gorgeous little place, this. Little fir tree there. It's cool. I like it here. Yeah, mate. Lovely little greenhouse, what used to be. There's actually in it anymore. I think it's a meeting place now. It used to be a shop. It turned into a little shop. And at one time, when I used to come up here as a kid with my grandma and granddad, all this in here used to be, used to have all types of different flowers and stuff in here. But it's closed now. It's unfortunate. Nice little building though, isn't it? So this is Queen's Park. This is the. This used to be a boating lake. When I was young, we used to have boats going around there, rowboats. But it's quite a nice little place. So it looks like the fair's come to town. I think it's for the Platinum Jubilee, which is going to take place in a few days' time. So they're just setting up and getting ready for that. So this here is Chesterfield Coach Station. This is where you'll come to catch your coaches and such for day trips and stuff like that. Usually they're over there. GV Travel and all those lot. And this is where you catch your buses to Nottingham, Derby and all that kind of thing. Nice little clock tower on top. There, look. Awesome. So just to reiterate, from what I've been saying through my videos, that there's nothing wrong with filming people in public. As you can see, the police saw me filming them earlier. They were quite alright with that, because they know as well as I do that you have no right to privacy in public. This is Dark Knight Encounters, signing off.